All right, week 9 NFL picks here. We're going to tweak things here a little bit here on this episode because a lot going on in NFL. Zach is back with us now, by the way, back on the show. Good job on the NBA rankings. Well, here Mikey B as well on the Earnestly podcast here. Mikey, what's up?
Fuck off, Ern.
Nice hat.
Thanks.
Nice hat. I like that. They still suck though. Anyway, I don't. What's the record? I know. What's the record right now? Anyway, for the record.
I believe we're 5-4-1.
Mediocrity killed the cat too. Remember that. Okay. Anyway.
No, defense killed the cat.
Okay. Quickly before we get to the picks, this week because there's a lot to talk about. What we're gonna do, we're gonna go through the picks, and then what we'll do also is that talk about the trade deadline within the picks and all the things going on in the NFL.
For the record, for those of you at home that are listening, not watching, I'm wearing a Washington Capitals hat. They're 5-4-2. You know, Ernest doesn't explain these things to you that aren't watching on the YouTube channel. Go ahead and search YouTube, Ernest EJ Christian. Ding.
Good job. Good job. Good job. Quickly, Mike, I want to see your rankings. Give me a bottom 5 real quick.
All right, 32 up. Panthers, Lions, Bears, Texans, Raiders.
I agree with the Raiders definitely being in the top bottom 5. Definitely. They're in my bottom 5, definitely. I think McDonald gets fired. He's going to get fired. 1 year.
Shocker. You have any other hot takes tonight?
Zach, are you reacting to his bottom 5?
I mean, they're pretty spot on. I mean, I keep thinking the Raiders are gonna do something, but they just don't.
I gave him one more week, man. I gave him another week.
This is literally the Simpsons meme where you're like, "Stop it! They're already dead."
They're
you keep expecting them to do something.
Yeah, after it's not that they lost to the Saints; it's the way they lost. It's the way they lost. 24-0.
They're mediocre. Yeah. They're mid at best.
All right, 10 through 6.
10.
Are the Rams? Wait. Are the Rams there?
No.
Okay, good.
I told you they wouldn't be in my top 10 if they lost. And then
okay, go ahead.
Blown off of them. Why the fuck? Like, I'm nothing if not honest.
Yeah, you were promised.
10 Seahawks, 9 Dolphins, 8 Bengals, 7 49ers, 6 Cowboys.
Okay, so Seattle, I don't have a problem with in the top 10. I don't have a problem with that. I had Miami number 9 also on my list as well too. Cincy at number 8 as well too. I had Dallas at 6, I believe also. So I agree with you there. Niners at 7. I understand. Look, I'm not going to defend. My logic on the Niners, like I said, is not shared by many people around the world. I get it. You don't have to understand it.
Shared by the people that you record a podcast with, not let alone the people of the world.
Actually, that's not true. Actually, it is shared by people on the world because NFL.com has them in number 4 as well.
NFL.com is wrong too. You can line them up. I'll tell them to their face.
All right, Zachary. Cowboys 6, Niners 7, Bengals 8, Vikings 9, Seahawks 10. Any problem with that ranking there?
No, and really the only joy coming to my heart right now is we did a quarterback ranking before the season, and everybody on that show shit on me for taking Garoppolo and ranking him when they're like, oh, Trey Lance is starting. Oh, he's not even going to be there. And what is he? He's there, and he's winning, and he's in your top 10. So right now, my heart is just so warm and so big and so happy.
I wasn't gonna do this.
Do it.
Warm and happy, but let's revisit the conversation that we had
in May.
How DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett are greater than Russell Wilson is gonna throw to in Denver.
Mike's not wrong on this one. On this part, though.
Carrington Wilson looks like Russell Carrington trash bag as a member of the fucking Denver.
I did not realize it was the wide receivers who carried the quarterback up in Seattle. For me, I had been brainwashed by Ernest into thinking he was one of those guys on the Mount Rushmore. Because I kept hearing he was a GOAT.
Look, that's a bit. Me saying he's a GOAT, it's more so me playing a bit. I mean, he's not a GOAT, obviously. It's not even a top 10 all-time quarterback. Even coming to the year, so let's stop that. I'm just saying that that's my personal favorite, player. That's my GOAT personally. That's more of a bit. Brady's a GOAT. Stop. Niners at 7. Now, Zach, I don't know if you know this, but I have Niners in my top 5.
He has them at 4B.
4B, in fact, 4A, 4B with Minnesota. 4B. For the record,
let's
I believe they're the second best team in the NFC. Fuck the record. I don't give a shit.
Do you know what the just to start with? Do you know what the 4th letter of the alphabet is? I mean, AB for 4 makes no sense.
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4A, 4B, 6.
You could have a 1A, 1B, and then move down. But you can't go 4A, 4B.
You know what's the beauty though about this, Zach? It's my fucking rankings. Fuck you. Okay. 5-1, Michael. Go ahead.
Number 5, the Baltimore Ravens. Number 4, the Minnesota Viking experience. Mm-hmm. Number 3, the Kansas City Chiefs. Number 2, the Philadelphia Eagles. Number 1, the Buffalo Bills.
So we agree on top 3. My top 3 and our top 3 hasn't changed in like probably about a month and a half now.
Like
month and a half.
8 weeks.
Yeah. So no problem there.
Disrespectful fucks.
So Minnesota
won't even give an undefeated team their proper due.
The only reason why I will not give the undefeated their team their proper due is their best win is a primetime game against Kirk Cousins.
Look, it's not my fault the guy doesn't show up in prime time.
Kind of is your fault. You're
he is 6-1 for the season.
Oh, buddy, you can ask Ernest. I am probably the biggest Kirk Cousins supporter on the Earnestly Speaking platform.
That's actually fault. You're second behind me.
Oh, bullshit.
Well,
I can tell you that. I like to be in Washington.
Is than me. So
personally, I think, and I've said this about because I've been given shit because I have the Minnesota Vikings in the top 4, and I've had them in the top 4 for quite some time. And everyone goes, "Oh, but it's Cousins, and you know what he's going to do in prime time." And there are lone losses to the last undefeated team in football with arguably the best cornerback in football who shut down Justin Jefferson. But hey, I'm just saying.
Your rankings aren't that bad actually this week. I have no problem with it, to be honest with you. You know, top 4 I have to say is mine, so no problem.
I know my rankings are good.
Okay. So we're going to include Mike now in our picks of the week. Now, Mike, you know how this works. Obviously, this is the podcast. Yes, you pick whatever, pick an over, pick an under. You only pick one thing. You can't do this. You can't do both. You do pick an under, over, whatever. So what we'll do also as we're going through the games, we'll also discuss some of the narratives around going in the league right now, whether this team made a trade or to have a criminal investigation going on against them, which of course Zach's team. We have right now 6 teams on buys this week.
Great.
The Browns, the Cowboys, the Broncos, the Giants, the Steelers, and the Niners. Zach, you know how this goes. Of the 6 teams, who needs to buy the most?
If you both don't say the Broncos, I'm just gonna hang up the phone.
There's Broncos.
I mean, they need to break bad.
Yeah, I'm with you, Mike. Of the 6 teams, who needs to buy?
Broncos country, 3 and 5.
That's right. Although I will say, Cleveland can use it too. Also 3 and 5. Okay.
I see. If had their biggest win.
Yeah, if I'm Cleveland, I want that momentum to keep going. A team that could actually benefit from a bye here is the Pittsburgh Steelers.
How about San Francisco getting? How about San Fran getting guys healthy?
No, because at this point, the only way they're going to be fully healthy is to just don't do anything with them for an extended period of time and let them get healthy.
Put them on IR for 4 weeks.
Giving them a 1-week Band-Aid and then have them coming out playing at like 80% instead of at 100% doesn't really fix the problem. Pittsburgh getting the week off would be helpful because it gets more reps for Kenny Pickett to keep learning that offense. Mm-hmm. I think that's a beneficiary thing. But yeah, it's got to be Denver.
Okay, here we go. Tonight's game, which is actually tomorrow night, but we're recording it Wednesday night, but it's tonight's game. The Eagles heading to Houston to face the Texans. Eagles 14-point favorites, 45.5 as the over-under. Zach, where you going this one?
You know, I have loved Davis Mills this season. He helped me out a lot early, but fly Eagles fly, man. They cover.
14 points, huh?
Yeah.
Michael?
Well, the Phillies scored 7 runs on Tuesday. Houston currently has 5 runs in our game. So they already got 12 of the over-under. So I'm going to take the over for Thursday's football game.
Oh, God. You know what? Give me Houston the points here. Just a slight cover late. That's just to get guys rested and shit.
That's a
late cover. A late cover. That's all. Philadelphia's not going to win this game. We know that already, but no big deal there. All right.
Trap game.
I almost said Clippers at Falcons.
Trap game.
I almost said Clippers. LA Clippers. LA Chargers at Falcons. Chargers 3-point favorites. Over under 49.5. Is this a trap game for you, Mike?
No, I was saying the Philadelphia-Houston game is a trap game.
You think so?
Chargers do not travel well east.
Well, I'm saying what I was saying was about the Philly game.
No.
Short
I
week
understood
playing Houston. This just reached trap game.
That's why I have the 14. I'm taking the 14 plus 14. Go ahead, Michael. Give me your pick on this one.
Are you
Chargers
talking
and
about the Los Angeles Clippers, Chargers of L.A., San Diego, Compton, Southwest Orange County?
that too. Yeah.
Give me Marcus Mariota and the Falcons.
Mike, Zach.
I'm just taking the over in this one. I don't have the balls to take the Falcons.
or as our good friend, student of the game, Colin Nash says, fraud cons.
Well, they're the fraud cons. We've been calling them that for like 7 years now.
They're the fraud cons, but they're somehow 500 with Marcus Mariota playing quarterback.
It's fucking crazy. I don't get it. Yeah, it's a story of the year.
And the thing, they got robbed of a victory. I mean, they straight up should have won. They should be given the victory against Tampa.
They should have 2 more wins on this docket too. In fact, give me the Chargers here just because I think they're going to be a little healthier this week. But man, I don't feel good about it.
You think 9,000-year-old Keenan Allen's actually be able to run a fucking fly route?
We hope so. We can only hope. I mean, I don't know, man.
See you, bye.
I'll tell you this much though, Mike. I would not bet this game at all. This is a stay away. Stay the fuck away from this game, definitely. All right, Dolphins at Bears. Dolphins 5-point favorites. 45.5 is the over under. Zachary, where you going with this one?
I'm taking the Dolphins. And Tua, I trust.
Hell yeah! You're on the train too. Good job, Michael.
The Dolphins may score the over by themselves. The Bears basically traded all of their defensive pieces.
Yeah. They got rid of Quinn, their best pass rusher.
They got Roquan Smith. He's gone. Yeah, I'll take the Dolphins. This is dumb.
I do love the fact the Bears traded for Claypool. Beating out Green Bay. I thought that was great.
Yeah, they have this right at 5 points. Like that 5. I mean, give me Miami though. It's clear now.
You think 5 is enough? The Bears basically.
It's in Chicago. What do you think? It's in Chicago.
Buddy, that game can be played on Mars. The Bears traded their entire defense.
That's true. Yeah. No, I'm taking Miami. Miami gamble on that game this weekend. We'll see. All right, Panthers at Bengals. Oh, it's your boys, Mikey. Bengals 8.5-point favorites. Over under 42.5. I'll save this right now. Since you're going to cover this game, they're going to be seething after that loss on Monday Night Football. Give me Cincy in this one. Zach, go ahead.
Every time I've gone for Cincy, they fucked me. So I'll just take the over.
Damn, Michael.
I don't think Zach's wrong here. I think the over is the play. 8 or 8.5 is a big line. I know Carolina's just giving out wins like it's trick or treating still, but that Cincinnati.
I thought they're on a 2-game win streak.
That lack of a Cincinnati run game over the last 4 weeks of the regular season is becoming a very big panic button for myself. I've mentioned that before. Zach Taylor is falling into the same problem that Sean McDermott falls into sometimes. Too much of insert quarterback name here. I think Zach Taylor's doing the exact same thing and trying to make Joe do too much. They got to figure out the run game. If not, it's not going to get any better.
So you're going over. So, I see like a 34-10 game here.
I mean, it's very well possible. I mean, PJ Walker could throw 3 pick sixes as well. I know.
I see a seething Bengals team this week. All right, we have the Packers at Lions. Packers 3.5-point favorites. Over under 49.5. Both 2 teams going in the wrong direction right now. Michael, what you got in this one?
God, is there a way they both can lose?
Like a tie?
No, lose. I want them both to lose.
So Detroit. You like Detroit this year, didn't you?
I love Detroit this year, and then I stopped watching Hard Knocks and remembered that they're the fucking Lions.
You fell for it, didn't you?
DeAndre Swift doesn't practice again today. Question mark there. Who the fuck is Rodgers throwing the football to?
Lazard's out.
Right? That's what I'm saying. I don't even know. Under. I guess. I don't even.
It's a good bet.
This is literally the game that you stay away from on the docket. Like, because next thing you know, you're like, I'm going to take Green Bay because they're playing the fucking shitty ass Lions. And then Jamal Williams has like 6 touchdown rushes, and Jared Goff throws 3 passes, and they win. Fuck.
By the way, we have a no hitter going in the World Series right now, Zach.
You just had to say it out loud, dude.
I saw that.
You're a scumbag. You don't even want the Phillies to win, and you're jinxing the guy from the fucking Astros.
I don't like nice things, Michael. You know this. Zach, go ahead. What you got in this one?
Honestly, it's the Lions defense. Give me the over. I don't care that Rodgers is struggling. This is one of those get me right games.
Yeah, I'm with you. And I'm thinking the Packers are right to win this game. I think Detroit's just done. They're just done. They quit pretty much. And I think I'm not saying they're gonna fire Dan Campbell at the end of the year, but he'll definitely be on the hot seat going forward into next year.
They can't afford to fire Dan Campbell this year. They're still paying Matt Patricia.
There you go. They're stuck like Chuck. Anyway, Colts at Patriots. Pats 5.5 point favorites. The over under 39 points.
Repeat that one more time.
5.5 point favorites for the Patriots. 39 points. The over under. Ugh. Give me the under in this game. Fuck that. Ugh. Sammy Ellinger. What do you guys think about last week? Sammy Ellinger.
He looked pretty good against the Redskins.
Who?
The Commanders. Jesus.
The football team.
Yeah.
Give me the under. What? Screw it.
I'm going to take the Colts.
Really? Why?
Plus the points with their defense coming back a little better. You got a young quarterback who can actually run. So as bad as that offensive line has been, he can avoid some of the sacks.
Mm-hmm.
How do you have a number this low?
Because it's Sam Ellinger on one side and it also has Mac Jones.
Buddy, I don't understand how you have an NFL game where the over-under is 39. What the fuck is wrong with this league?
Oh, are you watching the end of the Celtics game? Did I won the ball? 2 points.
No, I'm watching the baseball game.
Okay.
I'll take
2-1. Jalen Brown got a shot off, and they missed it.
I'll take Zappoids, Mac Jones, and the Patriot defense to win.
Take the Bailey Jones or the Mac Zappies.
I mean, at this point, I think it's the Patriots defense that's going to win this game.
I'm with you. All right, probably one of the games of the week here. We got the Bills at Jets. Bills are 13.5 point favorites. The over/under is 47 points. Jesus Lord. I'll tell you what, had the Jets not lost that game to New England on Sunday, this spread will be like probably 9 or 10, not 13.5.
I agree with that.
Oof, this is a lot of points here, bud. Mike, we go on this one.
Give me the Zach Wilson MILF Hunter tour plus the points.
What'd you just say?
I said it out loud.
Say it again. I like that was cool.
The Zach Wilson MILF Hunter tour. He's gonna gritty all over the fucking place.
I agree.
Give me the kid. Fuck it. Next thing you know, there'll be a TMZ post dating fucking Giselle. What the fuck? Who cares?
That would not shock me one bit.
No, it wouldn't.
Zachary, we got. Go ahead, Zach.
Oh, I take the Bills, man. Honestly, I think the bubble just got popped on the Jets. So
yep. I'm taking the under. Fuck it. I'm taking the under. Jets can't score. Bills is probably score most of the points here. Yeah. I don't have enough balls to put Buffalo cover 13 points, though. It's a problem. That's the thing.
Yeah, but you're about to say, I think the final score could be like 30-10.
It could be.
Yeah, I believe that would mean they cover. So
right, but I don't think I'm not confident they would cover.
Okay.
Though, so, all right, we got your boys, Vikings at Washington. Vikings 3.5 point
revenge game.
Yes. Washington, Minnesota 3.5 point favorites. 43.5 is the over under. Will this Daniel Snyder news be a distraction, my friends? For the Commanders, who actually won 3 in a row. And by the way, my playoff pick is still alive because you watch the playoffs. If you see the standings, if the playoffs start today, Washington will be out in the playoffs by a tiebreaker. That is it. If Washington wins this week, they are the 7th seed in the NFC right now.
Well,
Just saying.
I'm
the guy that said they're the 7th seed this year.
They're not winning this week. They've got no chance this week. If there's a mortgage bet this week, it is on Minnesota.
Is it the mortgage bet? Is it?
Cousins rolling up into town and hanging 40 on them.
And this game's at 1:00 too, for the record.
Yeah,
that helps.
Nobody's watching other than Vikings and Commander fans. So,
no, I'm also with you. I'm taking Minnesota as well on this one. This is also a game. I think it's like a nice perception game for Minnesota to kind of sound some doubters like myself. So go ahead, Michael.
You're asking me? It's Coupons time, baby.
Oh my God, you fucking fanboy! All right, Kurt Coupons. All right, we got the Raiders and the Jaguars. It's a pick'em.
Suck.
It's a pick'em. 48 points the over under. Michael.
Can these two teams even count to 48? Give me sunshine. Give me the fucking Jaguars.
I like that. Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead, Zach.
Oh man.
I can't buy into the fake bill of goods that the Raiders keep trying to sell.
Oh, I get it. I totally get it, brother.
I want to do the same thing as last week, where I know Jacksonville sucks terribly, but they gotta win, right? They've gotta cover. They've gotta win this game. It's the Raiders coming out east, 1:00 game. You know they're not going to be prepared. So you know what? Give me the Raiders.
I'm taking Jacksonville. The Jags have been at least look. The 2-6 not playing well, but they've at least been in their games. They've at least fought. They're not quitting. You know what I mean?
Games.
Gotta give them that at least. You know. So give me the Jaguars. All right, 4 more games to go. We have the surprising Seahawks and at the Cardinals. The Cardinals are 1-point favorites. The over/under is 49.5. Ooh, I'm gonna go Cardinals here. I think a little bubble pop here from Seattle coming up a little bit.
I trust the over in this game.
Who ya?
I feel really safe with an over because I like Arizona in the game, but I know both teams can score.
Michael?
You do know there's a new Call of Duty out, right?
Really?
Oh.
Which means
yeah,
Mr. Kyler.
Give me the Seahawks.
Damn.
Kyler's gonna roll into the stadium with those heavy bags under his eyes because he just had an all-night session with his friends, and his mom didn't tell him to go to bed before his big game. So
all right, we got the Oh God, if you told me this game was not the game of the week this week. Rams at Bucks. 2 teams falling apart. 2 teams in the playoffs last year, Super Bowl contenders, coming to the year especially. One's the actual champs. The Bucks are 2.5-point favorites right now. The over-run is 42.5. Let me ask you guys a question. Who needs this game more of these 2 teams? Zach?
Oh, who needs it more? It's Tampa Bay.
Mike?
Look, I still believe. I just think there's an implosion going on right now in Tom Brady's life, and he's taking the Bucks down with him. So they need it.
Mike?
I'm gonna say that the Rams need it more from the standpoint of the Buccaneers still play in the NFC least.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, especially too, only because of the environment. Because now you have Seattle, who's shown that they can win some games here. San Fran's about to go on a run, as I predicted already. So the Rams need this game more than the Bucks. The Bucks play in the fucking NFC South in a division where the Saints, the Panthers, and the Falcons all play in. That being said, I'm going to take a slight over on this one at 42.5. Mike, where are you going on this one?
I mean, I think the over is the bet because I think that the Buccaneers defense is somewhere between hot and garbage, and it might be disrespectful to hot garbage.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take the over just because I think Matt Stafford and Cooper Kupp are going to have like 7,000 touchdowns as long as Kupp plays.
Mm-hmm.
If for some reason Cooper Kupp doesn't play, then I think the play would be the Rams.
Interesting. All right, Zachary?
I like both those choices. I was going Rams, but I mean, you guys make too much logical sense with the over. So I'll take the over.
All right, 2 more games. This is the game of the week here. We have the Titans heading to going to play in Kansas City against the Chiefs. The Chiefs, 13-point favorites, over under 46.5. Titans quietly the hottest team in the league, after Philadelphia. 5 in a row.
You didn't just call this the game of the week, did you?
What game is better than this right now?
Give me Kirk Cousins versus the Commanders. Fuck records. Malik Willis had 10 pass attempts last week. Let's fucking be transparent here.
Are we sure he's playing?
Kirk Cousins going back to DC is better than bum-ass Ryan Tannehill against Patrick Mahomes, and it's damn better than fucking Malik Willis versus Patrick Mahomes. This is the Patrick LeVon Mahomes, the second show. You all have a ticket. Enjoy the fucking show. Tennessee, welcome back to mediocrity where you can go back and win fucking 13 more games in your fucking division, be the 1 seed, and fucking lose again.
Well, I never see that playing out. He's getting the highest seed because of the environment. I got KC as well, too. Zach, what you got in this one?
I got Kansas City, man. They're going to...
Easy. Yeah, I agree with you on this one. I mean, Tannehill might play this game, maybe?
The only way Tennessee keeps this game anywhere near the spread is if Derrick Henry carries the ball somewhat like 47 times for about 307 yards and 2 scores. That's about it.
Yeah.
The only way it stays close is if Denver's pass rush shows up. I mean, if Pat Mahomes has times, I don't care what Derrick Henry can do. All he's doing is slowing down the game a little bit.
Yeah. And finally, we have the Ravens at Saints, Monday Night Football. The Ravens 2.5-point favorites. The over/under. What the hell does this say? 48 points.
How in the hell is this line only 2.5?
No, I don't know. Saints are a weird team. That's probably why. I'm with you. It should be at least 4. At least 4. But 48 is the over/under on this one. I'm taking Baltimore. I don't give a fuck. I'll take a chance on them. Just hold a lead late, please. What do you got, Mike?
You're taking a chance on a team that we're like shocked that the line's only 2.
No, the cover. No cover. I'm saying. I'm just saying that
you're making it out
so
like
hard to cover 2 points.
You're making it out like this line.
I'm just saying that New Orleans is weird, dude. They're a weird team.
Dude, you're making it out like this line's like 12.5 or something.
I know. No, Baltimore covers this game.
Baltimore rolls.
This whole leads, dude.
I'm sorry. This gadget bullshit with Taysom Hill. By the way, Roquan Smith making his fucking Ravens debut may literally decapitate Alvin Kamara in the middle of this game. It's Baltimore. It's Baltimore going away.
It's also Zach's second team here, right?
It is, and I'm so scared of the Saints right now. No lie, I'm taking the over.
Wow. See, you see the fear. I told you.
Look, I could honestly see the Saints winning this game late.
You want to know what? Red Rocket in a revenge game against a former division rival. How hilarious it would be to see Andy Dalton fucking.
There you go. You just read the storyline.
That'd be hysterical. All right, before we go, I want to react to one thing to the college football playoff rankings that were released yesterday. Well, Tuesday as recording. So what was it? 1 Tennessee, 2 Ohio State, 2 Georgia, 3 Ohio State, 4. Huh? Got it wrong?
Ohio State was 2.
Ohio State was 2, right? Okay. 2 Ohio State, 3 Georgia, 4 Clemson, 5 Michigan, 6 Alabama. Fellas, you got a problem with those rankings?
Yep.
If so, let me know.
Yep.
Okay, Mike, what's your issue? Well, do your 6. What were your 6 like?
At number 1, I have Tennessee. At number 2, I have Georgia. Mm-hmm. Number 3, I have the Michigan Wolverines. Number 4, I have probably Ohio State. 5, I have Alabama, and 6, I have the Texas Christian University Horned Frogs.
Horned Frogs.
Horny Toads. Here's the deal. Clemson does not deserve to be in the top 6. Just because they play on the East Coast don't mean shit. The fact that it's like, cool, we have a lot of ACC teams in the top 25. Great. You have a smorgasbord of mid. None of them are going to beat anybody out of the SEC. None of them are going to beat Michigan. None of them are going to beat Ohio State. And they probably lose to TCU because, as always, death taxes and the Big 12 over, just so you guys know at home. Bet it. Other than that, I don't think Ohio State deserves to be 2 in their ranking. Ernest has them as fucking number 1. Let's talk about that for a minute because they're what were your words?
Not frisky.
No. You made a comment that they were like blowing people out and doing their job and dominant. Buddy, 77-20 against fucking Toledo. Sister Mary Catholic School of the Blind just scored 80 on Toledo. Step it the fuck up.
Zachary, what was your 6 look like?
Honestly, I mean, Tennessee, Georgia, I think are 1 and 2. I would just on the quarterback play, I would put Ohio State ahead of Michigan.
The Heisman winner right now, currently.
And at 4, let's be real, Alabama only lost by a field goal. So I put Alabama 4. 5 would be Michigan. And, 6, maybe you're right. Maybe TCU. But it ain't Clemson. That's one thing I know.
And when Clemson loses on Saturday to the Notre Dame Fighting Irish,
gotta hope so.
Don't have to worry about fucking Clemson anymore.
Gotta hope so. I saw interesting stats today on ESPN though. If you take away the Oregon game from week 1, Georgia's combined opponents record right now is 22-26. Not saying Georgia doesn't beat the top 3 or whatever. I'm just saying that could be one of the reasons why they're 3.
So they blow out a team that is currently
the top
number 10. 8 team in your rankings.
Oregon 8 or 10? I thought it was 10.
Even if they're 10.
Right.
The best opponent that Ohio State has played is...
Well, Notre Dame was 5 at the time when it happened.
Nope. I'm saying in the rankings right now, the team that Georgia blew the fucking doors off of in week 1 is still in the top 10.
Yeah.
The best team Ohio State played is 15 or 16 in Penn State.
Penn State was 14.
Fucking do.
Yeah.
They're not playing anybody. And here's the deal. The fact of the matter is we can fancy this up all we want. Mm-hmm. Ohio State and Michigan are going to play the last week of the regular season. That is for a spot as long as one of them wins the Big 12 or the Big 10 title game a couple weeks later. That it is what it is. They're playing for one spot.
Oh, absolutely.
So here's the thing. Let's just put it this way, and everybody at home can understand this. The SEC champion's going to get a spot. The Big 10 champion's going to get a spot, and then it's going to be 2 wild card teams. It's either going to be somebody from the SEC is going to get in again.
By Bama.
And Pac-12 has a shot this year. Pac-12's got a couple really.
USC, I don't think they get it. I mean, you need some chaos with that.
I think TCU has a shot if they run the table.
What's their schedule coming up? I mean, they have what? They have anything really to bolster? Because you got to figure. Obviously, Michigan or Ohio State work itself out in a month.
8-0 TCU finishes. Texas Tech, at Texas, at Baylor, Iowa State.
So they play one competent offense, Texas.
Correct. In 2 weeks on the road in Texas.
Okay. So obviously, as we know, Ohio State, Michigan work itself out in 3 weeks. Tennessee, Georgia work itself out this coming Saturday.
See, you say that, but that's not necessarily true. Because if Georgia loses and then Tennessee loses in the SEC title game to whomever, this opens up. Okay, so Alabama gets its revenge in the SEC title game. You got 3 SEC teams with 1 loss, and they're to each other.
Here's my question, bud.
Good luck, boys. Good luck figuring that one out.
And what are the odds of seeing 3 SEC teams in the playoff?
The perfect storm. That would be the perfect storm. Whomever wins the Tennessee-Georgia game loses to Alabama. Then you get the 3 of them and the winner of Michigan-Ohio State. That's your 4.
Yep.
barring something crazy like Michigan losing before and then beating Ohio State, and then you may get 8-0 TCU as the 4 seed and basically the sacrificial lamb to Alabama, Tennessee, or Georgia.
You guys picking Georgia to win this weekend?
I hope Tennessee wins, but
I hope they win too.
I think Tennessee wins.
I hope they win too, but I think Georgia does win. Speaking of not playing a competent offense the rest of the year, welcome to the Clemson Tigers finishing stretch. At Notre Dame versus Louisville versus Miami versus South Carolina. Nothing like playing 3 shit teams at home to end.
Louisville's got a scary quarterback again. So
they're getting
okay.
Right. He is pretty good, actually, the quarterback.
It also took them 2 overtimes to beat Wake Forest. But they're the number fucking 4 team.
The reason why they're number 5, and for the record, I'm against the number 4 for the record. You know that. Is because they've beaten the middling AC teams that's still in the top 20. You know, it's 2025 anyway. The Wake Forest of the world, the NC States of the world, all those teams. That's what's weighing their
yes, but they're not. Yes, but their non-conference games included a 23-point win against Furman, a 28-point win against Louisiana Tech, the Notre Dame game this week, and the last week of the season against a South Carolina team that's imploding from the inside.
Mm-hmm.
Really fucking scary schedule, guys. Fucking so intimidating.
No, I agree with 100%. No, and I hope Notre Dame puts in the pasture this weekend. I really do. So, anyway, guys, go with your picks. Thank you as always. Great job.
good luck.
Yes, sir.